welcome to the first ever, the debut show of Marathon 85 album review. So, with us today is John and Tim, members of Marathon 85, as am I. John, why don't you introduce yourself?
You did.
You just did. And the other gentleman is Tim, our lead guitarist.
Hi.
Tim.
Hi, I'm
Brian.
Tim.
I'm the lead singer and bass player. So today's show is all about the early influences and the most influential album that led you to become a drummer, led you to become a guitarist, and myself, a bass player. So why don't we start with John? What is the album?
Well, it's more of a song. I mean, it was "Don't Go Your Own Way" by Fleetwood Mac, and it's just like I thought the drums like really interesting, and it's just like Fleetwood is just going, and it's like so I learned how to play that, and then I heard "Candy's Room" by Bruce Springsteen. So I guess
Which song was that? Which one?
"Candy's Room."
Okay, I don't know that one.
It's off the Darkness on the Edge of Town, which is the best album as far as I'm concerned. But Max Weinberg is just going, steady single stroke roll, and I learned how to play that on my bed, just playing along on my bed, just with the radio. Cool. So those two songs.
Wasn't expecting that.
No. You're not Rush, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I had to learn how to play drums before I really appreciated Rush.
Yeah, exactly.
Tim?
Excellent. All right, Tim, what is the influential album that led you to play guitar?
That would be Rush's Farewell to Kings.
Yeah, great album.
Before that, I was a Kiss fan. And it's funny because, of course, there's a link between the two bands. But it was just when that came out, my brother David was playing it all the time, and I wasn't really into them yet. I was listening to them, and then I heard Xanadu. Really started listening to that, and I realized there was a band that's playing music like this. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
So, one thing just led to another. I just wanted to play guitar, changed from drums, because a couple of factors. Really, they're loud, and I didn't have any money really for drums. So a guitar is a much easier option, and you can take it anywhere. So if it hadn't been for that, I probably would have been a drummer, I think. But it was just Rush's sound. I mean, you just couldn't help it. It was something mature about their sound, something that was just next level right away.
There wasn't really anything out with that sound in the mid-'70s, eh?
No, there was nobody else. It was just so unique, so amazing, like very powerful, very dramatic, expressive, something that just really resonated with me. It was something that beyond words kind of thing. Everybody I know understands that kind of feeling. You just can't put words to it, but you understand it. And it's kindred. It's kindred, kind of thing. So that's what it was for me. So that's what got me on the road to wanting to play. And then when they progressed, I progressed along with them, because I really learned what kind of great musicians and music and the music they played. So
yeah. Well, it's a little difficult for me because I started out on guitar and then moved over to bass in the mid-'80s. So, early influences, we grew up with Beatles, Rush, Kiss, became a big Teenage Head fan. But for me, the album that changed it all, or the band that changed it all, was Iron Maiden, Steve Harris. Live, that's Peace of Mind there. But the album that really put me into the playing bass was Live After Death. Because I was playing guitar at that point with John already, but then I started moving over to bass at that point as well. But yeah, Steve Harris, big influence. Singing, oh man, that was a tough one. I had a real hard time with that one, but I remember being about 10 years old, and this album here did it for me, singing through the hairbrush. Deep Purple, Machine Head. I can remember screaming, space trucking, and that did it for me. Ian Gillan was pretty big for me. A real kind of unbelievable story that I don't even know if I ever told you guys, but this will be good for some shock value. But back in '78, a band by the name of Thor was playing. His band was playing at my dad's warehouse on the other side of the wall. And everybody was drilling holes into the wall to peer through to see his stage setup. And as a 10-year-old boy with my brother, we walked around and we met Thor, and we thought this guy was bigger than life, bigger than God, because he was a big bodybuilder at the time. And we met the band and they played a show. And the stage that we met him at is the stage that they filmed their early videos in '78. So kind of a cool story. But for me, yeah, Iron Maiden and Deep Purple for vocals for sure.
Cool.
Yeah, I don't think you can go wrong with any of the picks. I have to admit, I'm probably a little surprised more at John's.
No, I saw Iron Maiden a couple years ago, and I was just transfixed on Steve Harris. I mean, he's an amazing bass player, amazing bass player.
Yeah, and Geddy Lee for me would have been another influence, because actually as a young boy, again, 77, 78, 79, my brother actually had the I think it was called Caress of Steel was the first one, and then A Farewell to Kings came out second, I think. I could be wrong on that, but we had both of those albums. And I mean, Geddy Lee was just all over the fretboard, you know, playing, and it just unbelievable stuff. Bastille Day always sticks out in my mind. That's such a great song. I love that song. Yeah. All right. Well, this is the first show. I can't wait to do the next one, and we will get the second show out as well. I guess we'll film that next week.
Okay. Good.
All right. All right. Cheers.
Cheers.
Okay. See ya. Okay. See ya.